Okay, places, everybody. This is it. Give it all you've got.
Welcome to the American Ideal, the search for America's superstar. I'm Ryan D. Best, your host on American Ideal. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. We are going to hear from our final four contestants. Anita Ward, Willow Wynn, Frida Bragg, and Emma Tate. America, tonight you will decide who will become the next American Ideal. Tonight is gospel music night. Many of our contestants have their roots in gospel music, so we're going to honor that tradition tonight. But first, let's say hello to our famous, or shall I say infamous, judges. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Simon Coward.
Thank you, whatever, yeah.
And the lovely Paula Azul.
Thank you guys so much. You're the greatest.
And the coolest of all the cool dudes, Bro Jackson. Now for our final four contestants. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Anita Ward. Anita, welcome to American Ideal.
Thank you, Ryan. It's really great to be here.
It's great to have you here, Anita. This is a big night. Tell us how you feel about singing gospel music.
Well, this is truly the moment I've been waiting for. To hear all these people applauding and cheering for me, I mean applauding and cheering of the message of the gospel that I'm bringing to them through my song. I mean, it's really great being great, because I can bless people by being great, and that's really great. Of course, God's the one who made me great, and well, I'm grateful.
Yeah, that's great. You know, Anita, so much is riding on the outcome of tonight's show. Should you become the next American Ideal, where do you want to go with your music?
Oh, I want to go lots of places, especially places that have great shopping.
Okay, Anita, I think it's time we hear you sing. Remember, America, it's up to you to decide who will become the next American Ideal. Get ready to cast your vote. Let's give it up for Anita Ward singing her personal favorite, a song she wrote herself, Lord, You Bless Me.
Lord, you bless me. Lord, you bless me. Lord, you bless me. Lord, you bless me. I have no pride, for I have denied myself. I want no glory, this is your story, Lord. I want the world to see in all my humility. Lord, you bless me. Keep on telling.
Fuck that ego, something go. One more like that, and she's off the show.
Lord, you bless me. 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 Lord, you bless me, me.
Thank you, Anita. That was really something. Well, it looks like we need to give our judges a minute to think about it. So we'll have a word from our sponsor. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Cut to commercial.
Hello, can you hear me now? Hello, can you hear me now? Hello, can you hear me now? Tired of not being able to get there? Just try PRAYERS. No static, no roaming charges. With prayers, you'll always get through. PRAYERS. When your life is good or when you're in a mess, try PRAYERS. That's PRAYERS. PRAYERS.
Well, Bro Jackson, we're going to start with you. Tell us what you thought about Anita Ward's performance.
Right on, Ryan. Let me tell you, I think our sister Anita was way cool. Way something is right, but not way cool. Way conceited, way self-centered. Anita, just who is the song about? Is it about the Lord or Anita?
It was really impressive.
Right on, sister. Anita, your performance was the most overly egotistical, pompous presentation that I've ever had the misfortune to witness.
But how do you really feel?
Maybe she just needs a little spiritual guidance rather than such harsh judgments.
Right on, sister. Everything needs to be done in love. Work with her, not against her. We all need to work together.
And speaking of working together, our contestants have worked tirelessly and beautifully in a spirit of cooperation this week to bring you this next number. Ladies and gentlemen, the contestants, backup singers, and the entire crew of American Ideal bring to you The Change.
Well, I got myself a t-shirt, says what I believe. I got letters on my bracelet, to serve as my ID. I got the necklace and the keychain, and almost everything a good Christian needs. I got the little Bible magnet on my refrigerator door, and a welcome back to bless you before you walk across my floor. I got a Jesus bumper sticker and a outline of a fish stuck on my car. And even though this stuff's so good, I cannot help but ask myself, what about the change? What about the difference? What about the grace? What about the giving? What about the life that's showing? I'm undergoing the change. Well, I got this way of thinking, it comes so naturally. When I believe the whole world is revolving around me. And I got this way of living that happens I do every single day. Because God's Spirit lives inside of me. I'm gonna live life differently. I'm gonna have a change. I'm gonna have a difference. I'm gonna have the grace. I'm gonna have forgiveness. I'm gonna have a life that's showing. I'm undergoing the change. I'm gonna have difference. I'm gonna have grace. I'm gonna have forgiveness. I'm gonna have a life that's showing. I'm undergoing the change.
Ladies and gentlemen, make welcome for the lovely and talented Willow Wynn. Willow, it's great to have you here tonight.
Thank you, Ryan. It's wonderful to be here.
Willow, how do you feel about being here tonight? What's going on through your head?
Thank you, Ryan. You know, right before I walked onto the stage, I said to myself, Willa, you are here to sing for the Lord, not for yourself. Ryan, I love using my highly developed gift of music to bring glory to the Lord. And I am constantly bringing glory and honor to the Lord in all of my many, many standing room only concerts. And when I won the Miss High Soprano pageant, well, there was not a dry eye in the house. Not a dry eye in the standing room only house. They loved me. I mean, they loved the blessing that the Lord gave them. Through me, of course. Ryan, it's a blessing being a blessing.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it looks as though we're about to be blessed by the lovely and talented Lord singing her song she composed herself. I chose to sing for you, Lord.
I could have chosen fame, had the world's acclaim, but I chose to sing for you, Lord. I could have had it all, but when I heard
judges, were you blessed by Willow Wynn's performance?
The only blessing I received was when it finally ended. I thought this Anita Ward's performance was the most overly egotistical, pompous presentation that I've ever had the misfortune to witness. That is, until I heard Miss Wynn's presentation.
Again, how do you really feel, Simon?
As I said...
Well, we may have to get back to you on that, Simon. I mean, it looks as it's time for our next contestant, Frida Bragg. Let's make Frida feel welcome. Frida, welcome to American Ideal.
Thanks, Ryan. It's great to be here.
How does it feel to be competing on American Ideal?
Hey, it's great. I've been working out a lot. I mean, working out my music so I can sing for God.
Okay, well then, without further ado, let's hear it from Frida Bragg singing On My Knees.
Why I ever worry, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. When I look for answers, there's just one place to go. It's where I go when my world is turned upside down. Lord, you lift me up and then you turn me around. On my knees, I'm asking out my soul to you, Lord. On my knees, I'm asking you to take control, Lord. My burdens and my fears, I release them all, and I stand tall on my knees. Lord, I'm praying on my knees. I'm asking you to take control, Lord. My burdens and my fears, I release them all, and I stand tall on my knees. Hear me praying, Lord, 'cause I stand tall on my knees.
Frida, that was quite a performance.
Thank you, Ryan. I just about caught my hamstring on that last chorus.
Well, it was, impressive.
Yep, I spent a lot of time at the dance center getting ready for this gig, so I can glorify the Lord.
I can see you made quite a sacrifice. Let's see what our judges think. Simon, we'll start with you.
I felt his Anita Ward's and Willow Wynn's performances were the most overly egotistical, pompous presentation that I've ever had the misfortune to witness. That is, until I heard Frida Bragg.
I thought she showed a lot of flexibility.
Well, what is this, a gospel music concert or a dance competition?
Hey man, everybody has his or her own way of praising God. They're all doing their best.
They just want to win.
And speaking of winning, it's time for our next contestant, Emma Tate. Let's make her feel welcome. Emma, how does it feel to be on American Ideal?
It's a great honor to be here, Ryan, and I thank you all for that. This has been a great week, spending time with all these new friends, singing songs of praise to God, but as the time comes to compete against each other, I just have to say I can't do it. From the very beginning, I felt something wasn't quite right about it. This whole thing, here we are, all trying to be the best, to be first, to outdo each other, glorifying ourselves, exalting ourselves, all the while singing about Jesus. But the fact is, Jesus said, the first shall be last and the last shall be first. I wonder what he would do if he were on the show. I can only imagine what he would think about all of this. He wants us to live lives of humility and service. And when he lives in us, he fills our hearts with a hunger for that kind of life. It's not about the power. It's not about the fame. It's not about anything but Jesus.
Emma, I hardly know what to say.
Ryan, may I say something?
Please do.
I thank you, Emma, for saying what you did. I felt the same way. that something just wasn't quite right about all this. It felt so self-centered, not God-centered, but I just didn't want to think about it. I was having too much fun, and it was great getting all the attention. It was almost addictive. It became more and more and more about me, me, me. But as soon as you started speaking from your heart about the first being last and the last being first, I knew that the Holy Spirit was just speaking to me through you. Now I know that God was trying to tell me something before, but I didn't want to listen. But He has touched me through your words. I know now I've been singing for all the wrong reasons. Thank you, Emma, for speaking the truth in love. You're right. It's not about all this we've been working for and living for. It's all about Jesus.
It's hard to admit, but Emma, what you said is true about me too. I should have spent less time at the dance center and more time at church. I need less time working out and more letting Jesus work on me. I want to sing to exalt Him and not myself.
The same with me. I started out with pure intentions of singing for the Lord, but little by little it became all about me and not Him.
Well, I guess this changes everything.
It sure does, but I've heard Emma's song when she rehearsed, and it says it all. Not to compete, but Emma, would you still sing your song, and we would love to join you?
first couple of contestants that this was definitely going the wrong way. But instead of giving it to God, I took it out on the contestants. Maybe I was a bit unkind, and I apologize. I am sorry. Emma is right. It is supposed to be about God, not about any of us.
Simon, it takes a lot of courage to say I'm sorry.
Right on, sister. I'm sorry is one of the hardest things in the world to say, but once you say it, it sure makes everything better. I'm sorry is a way cool thing to say. I'm proud of you, bro.
Yeah, whatever.
We're all on our journey. All of us struggle with different things. Sometimes we pick at each other and disagree. But as long as we're joined together in God's love, all things will work together for good.
Sometimes it's the easy thing to walk away when it seems there's little left to say, when our differences just seem too much. Pray toward the Lord to touch us all, and our problems will seem so small. We're bound by a higher love, joined together heart to heart. We're bound by a higher love. Nothing can tear us apart. God's love transcends. It never ends when we're bound by the power of a higher love, 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 a higher
Well, you never know what's going to happen on live television.
I know I don't say much except cut to commercial and 3, 2, 1 and things like that. But Ryan's right. You never know what's going to happen on live television. And you never know what's going to happen in real life either. But we do know that if we put our trust in God and let Him lead us and let Him guide us and let Him shape our lives, that life can be a real adventure. It's not about the money, and it's not about fame, and it's not about anything like that. It's all about Jesus.
God of our fathers, and God
Pastor Larry, will
Happy
you
birthday,
close us?
Mom.
Oh, happy birthday. Will you close us in prayer?
Wasn't that great? Can we give God another clap offering? Stephanie, thank you. Thank you, boys and girls. Boy, they reminded us what it's all about praising the Lord and not ourselves. Thank you so much for that reminder. You know, we adults need to hear that too. So thank you so much. Well, let's all stand together. And Stephanie, in behalf of her and the children, we want to thank you for being here.